Yeah, that's
Hello, everybody, and
Welcome
welcome
to
to the post-credit show.
June 3rd, 2017.
Yay. What?
It's still June 3rd. It's still June 3rd.
Yep.
This happened last time around. For reference, go watch our BrNN newscast.
Yeah.
It's
We're
up
going to
there.
do this every week until school is over.
June!
He will, at least.
I won't.
I will be too exhausted
I'll be-
to do anything.
Welcome to
I'll
the
be
post-
this. I'll be this.
Welcome to the post-credit show where we talk about all the games we've been watching and movies we've
Movies.
been playing.
Movies we've been playing.
And things
Things
we've
we-
done-dunded.
Gone Dunded.
Gone dunded.
Gone Dunded.
Gone Dunded.
Hashtag Gone Dunded.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't organize this week.
Nope,
Look-
we didn't.
Oh, no.
That's why we're just staring
No,
at each other.
I didn't do
Go.
anything. I didn't do anything new. I mean, I played more ARMS.
Well, you're starting. There you go.
Yep, you're talking.
I'm just talking. The ARMS test punch is still happening.
job, Chris.
They actually rotated it this week. So
Okay.
you actually get to play as some new characters. They added a different mode or they rotated the modes.
Yep.
Last week it was the volleyball mode, where you had to basically volley the ball around with your punches. This week it's
I know how to
the
volley.
basketball one, where you need
Cool.
to actually grab and slam opponents into the basketball net. And keep in mind, all these modes are going to be in the full game. They just want people to
Test everything
test it
out,
out,
yeah.
get some feedback to see what they need to balance.
Yep.
And then one surprise mode that they added was the boss mode. They added the boss mode into the test punch
Is
this
that a
week.
co-op kind of?
It is a co-op thing. So it's one person or one boss versus 3 other human players. And he's got souped up stats. He's got like 8 arms, so he can basically attack everyone at once.
Dear.
So working together, you have to basically take him out. And he's got a lot of health, and he's got I think his super built
As a
up.
boss.
Yes,
As a boss should
as a
be.
boss should be, and I think that's a really good idea, because especially when you're playing online, I don't like the 2-on-2 mode that they have.
Okay.
The 2-on-2 mode in ARMS that they have is it's obviously you and a partner, but you're actually tied with a ribbon. By a ribbon, so you
Oh,
can't.
you can only separate from
You can
each
only
other so
separate
far.
for so long. And for example, if your opponent gets grabbed and it gets shot across the screen,
So do you.
So do you, which throws your combos off if you're facing off someone else.
Yeah.
Inversely, though, if you see your partner getting grabbed, you can hit the opponent and knock them out with the grab. I don't like that mode so much because I find one person gets targeted by 2 people, and then
I
That's
think,
exactly
a-
how I would. I was just
I was
thinking.
just-
That's
yeah,
how
it
it
gets
is.
it gets a little messy.
but that kind of game with voice chat would probably be
Exactly,
way
and I
better.
think though there was no way to party up
Right.
in this demo. Granted, you can split the Joy-Con out and play side by side with someone online.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So there's that option. You can still do that.
So that's what I mean. I think if you're in the same room and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, like, oh, I'm gonna grab,
yeah, or it's like watch the guy. He's coming out on the right
Yeah.
there or whatever,
It's
right?
strategy.
So there's
it's a
that.
team
You 2
fight.
on 1.
Yeah.
The one mode I actually hate the most is the 3 free for all, where it's basically you versus 2 other players, but it's not like in a team or anything.
Yeah.
You gotta basically win
Yeah.
against 2 other opponents. Well, the one time I played it, I was the mummy, which has a bigger defense. He's got a lot more health, and so the other 2 players noticed that and said, "Yeah, you know what? You're going down first." And I'm like, "Well, shit."
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna have a good time
Once
here.
again,
Like,
strategy.
But
It is.
and
It
that'll
really is.
and that'll change, I think, as the game. Like,
Yeah.
more people play.
and I
more
think
people.
that's just the issue with character balance at that point,
Yeah.
because it's like, yeah, I might be the one that can tank a lot more
But
hits,
everyone's-
but if everyone's hitting me, I can't target both of you at the same time. Like, you're only targeting
Yeah.
one person. That's
Yeah.
the problem in that mode. It's like, if I could take both of you on at the same time, sure. Like, I'm not gonna worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if there's a way that I can, it balances out
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
middle, in mid match, then so be it. But yeah, at this point, my least favorite mode is that 3 free for all.
Sounds like I would enjoy this game
Yeah, ARMS is going to be.
if I ever had a Switch.
Well, you don't need to. 2 people.
Come over,
2
we
people
can
are going to have.
split screen it.
Yes.
You're good.
Yes.
That's why I have one for you.
For me,
Yeah, yeah.
It's not your Switch though.
Yeah, it's my Switch. You can come over.
I'm really super enjoying ARMS still. Like, I'm still, because it's out in July, and
Yeah, next month.
yeah, that's really soon. It comes up before Splatoon 2, and I'm kind of wondering why they haven't run another Splatoon 2 test fire yet.
Mostly. Oh
because
no,
they-
ARMS comes out on the 16th of this month.
Holy shit!
That's why.
Holy shit! Okay, so yeah, they're getting ready for. So Splatoon 2 is July then. Yes, that's
July or August.
no, it's not August.
Fact
It's
checking.
got to be July.
July 21st.
So okay, so yes, ARMS is Shit. That's
13 days away.
Awesome. I'm so excited. So I'm torn between that or Tekken 7 then. Two wildly different fighting games.
Mr. C.
Huh?
Oh, good. We're good.
Do you know him?
Yes.
Okay. Are you thinking of
Yep.
clicking? Okay. All right.
So-
Hey, go, keep going.
I'm playing a lot more Persona. I just need to finish that game at this point. Like I've dragged that game way too long to. Not that I hate it. It's just it's taken up 70+ hours of my life, and I'm still like 40 hours away from.
Wow.
I'm feeling. There's about 2 more dungeons left, I think.
Yeah.
So I just crafted the Eternal Lockpick, which
Sounds fancy.
it is actually pretty fancy because when you're traveling the dungeons, you encounter chests, you can get items and stuff like that. But the locked chests, you actually need to craft lockpicks to unlock them.
Yeah.
But that takes time after school to do. It takes resources to make. But if you have the Eternal one, you no longer need to spend time after school to make extra lockpicks. You just have the one that doesn't ever break. So that's what I've been actually trying last night to grind the materials to get that. So hopefully my dungeoneering will go a little bit faster now that I don't have to worry about my resources for the treasure chests. And so I feel like the game is slowing down in terms of the story, but I'm waiting for the next dungeon to pop up, and hopefully that'll ramp up the story for the final for the finale. I don't know when it is. I don't know when that game's gonna end. Like at this point, like I've heard 100 hours, 140 hours. I'm like, come on. Like I don't have I can't be mad at it because it's actually a really good game still.
Yep.
And we have ARMS coming out.
And ARMS is coming out, so I've got my multiplayer fighting game. I don't know if I want. I know I want Tekken 7. It actually looks awesome.
So many
It
things.
does look really good.
So
many things.
yeah, like so many decisions, so many ARMS-based decisions that I need to make coming up here.
Yeah, Tekken 7 I saw here the other day, and I'm like,
And it's getting like some solid reviews, some solid ass reviews.
I just avoid fighting games altogether.
Well, I've heard that this is actually a really good jumping in point too because they made it really, really accessible for casual gamers. If you just want to smash the buttons, you're gonna have actually a pretty good time.
Yep.
And the fact that they finally put Akuma in it is the wildest thing in the world still to me. Like I don't know why people aren't making.
Is that the red-haired dude?
that guy.
Yes,
right there,
Akuma
yeah.
from Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
That was the big deal, is that finally a Street Fighter game or character is in a Tekken game. So
Well, because that was supposed to happen a long time
where
ago.
the hell is our Tekken Cross Street Fighter now?
Yeah. We have Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Because they finally figured out how to do a Street Fighter character in a Tekken environment.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of our roster in a Tekken environment now, because that was their big shtick back then was we'll do Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah.
Next year we'll do Tekken Cross Street Fighter. We'll share the properties. Everything's cool. Like Harada and Ono, like they love each other. Like they're great friends.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the two.
They just couldn't figure out a way to get
No.
the fireballs and all that stuff.
Right,
to
and
work
that
in.
time that's fair
Yep.
because they were working on I think Tekken 6 at that time, and they actually approached Harada, the director for Tekken 7, about when's Tekken Cross Street Fighter coming out. You guys obviously got Akuma to work. What is the big deal? And apparently, and I appreciate his response to this is the fact that they don't want to confuse the fighting game environment right now because
Sure.
they've got Tekken 7 coming. Obviously, just came out. They've got Marvel Infinite coming. Capcom's got Marvel Infinite coming out. Street Fighter 5 Season 2 is just dropping with some new characters. So they just didn't want to oversaturate the fighting game environment for 2017.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
obviously it's in they're not working on it, but they're thinking about it. They haven't forgotten about that game.
Right.
So I'm thinking like we'll see maybe at TGS this year we'll hear something about it for 2018, 2019, something like that. But yeah, like that, I respect his response in regards to like, you know what, we've got lots of games coming out. We're working on Tekken 7. They're working on Marvel Infinite. They've
Yeah,
got
we don't
Street
wanna-
Fighter 5 stuff coming out. Like,
Yeah.
But it's true. You don't want to be
yeah.
confusing.
And then of course ARMS is coming out too. Like Nintendo's got its own thing. It's like
Yeah.
wow, like yeah. And on top of that, Ultra Street Fighter 2, the final challengers or whatever. Decade, 20-year-old game. So yeah, that's sort of what I've been doing. A little bit of TV here and there, and like I said, I was playing a lot of Pokemon, the card
game, yeah.
cards recently.
Second place.
Second place in a league challenge. It's not anything to write home about, but I had a good time with
Still
it.
second place.
Yeah.
Second place.
Rayquaza and Solgaleo was my deck. So and I think I'm the only local that's playing that deck. I'm the only person in Edmonton and probably Alberta playing that deck.
See, you're unique.
So, and you know what?
We've always known that.
Well, yeah.
I know that
now
too.
the world knows it.
Well, getting there. So yeah, that's sort of been my week.
Nice.
Pretty low key, nothing too crazy. I do want to kind of see Wonder Woman
Yo, for sure.
because apparently
is
it's
it out
not
this weekend?
It's out this
It's
weekend.
out. Yeah, June 2nd. It came out
It's out this
yesterday.
weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, it's not a hot pile of trash. It's actually a good
Pile
good
of trash.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen a different movie.
yeah. So, yeah, that's me.
Cool.
Cool.
Baton pass.
If it actually not to both. Okay, both of okay.
Baton pass.
Like I said in our newscast, Brian and I have been playing Friday the 13th. So we've been finding new ways to die constantly.
I think
so-
half the fun of that game is dying.
It really is, and like I said, people have been helping Jason's like counselors. Like I said,
Yeah.
Brian was a Jason the one night, and I was a
Should be
counselor.
kind of annoying.
Which, like I said, it was fun because Brian's just sitting there going, like, "Oh man, like I don't know what to." So
How many times have you been Jason?
none.
I think that's the big argument, though.
I'm good.
You don't want to be Jason?
No. So
Aw.
on the thing, you can actually select whether you'd be a counselor or Jason. I have it as like my preference is counselor.
Oh yeah.
Like
There's a good
Jason.
chance you're gonna get.
Yeah, like so I have
Yes. I think it's like a 12% chance you'll be Jason.
I was just gonna
If
say
everyone-
if
if
someone
everyone-
else has picked
Math,
Jason on there,
Yeah.
So
if everyone picks wants to be Jason, then the odds are about 12% or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah. So for me, I'm good as being a counselor. I'm happy being a counselor. And when Brian was Jason, not that I helped him out by saying where people were, but like
I think like controls and stuff like that for you. It's like oh, you can don't forget you can do this a bit.
and that's more. And then like the cops got called, and I'm like teleport where the cops are because obviously, like it's the only way out right now.
Yeah.
Like head that way.
that's the counselor's win condition.
Yeah, like we have to get out that like that's where we're all heading. And
It's like
he's
we're not going to spend that much energy to try and get a car now. It's
Yeah.
like if the exit's there.
So he's like, oh yeah. So that's
good.
So yes, it was more of a like pro tip, like trying to help sort of thing, as opposed to because he can tell when the cops get called. It's not like I'm
Yeah.
saying like, oh, the cops got
Does he
called.
get if you're
He gets-
if you're Jason?
Yeah.
Do you get a notification when Tommy Jarvis gets spawned or?
I think you can kill Tommy Jarvis. It's
Oh, you can kill
him.
it's
You can kill everyone.
It's a chart.
You can kill everybody.
You can kill
Tommy
everyone.
Tommy dies lots.
Yes,
because
because
people miss.
he's
His shotgun is a powerful shot.
I
It's
know
not
one
necessarily.
shot. It
It's
kills.
not necessarily
It's
a
not-
one-shot kill.
but it's a good one shot stun.
It'll stun him for a good period of time,
It's
but
good.
it does not usually kill him. So you get the one guy, and then Jason gets back up and teleports over and grabs Tommy, and
Yeah,
Tommy's
because
like, "What?"
after shotgun, he's basically like a regular player, right?
He's got more stamina. He's got like his stats are actually better.
Yeah.
Because I've played as Tommy a couple times, and I've died as Tommy quite, like those couple times. But
Yeah, because as Jason, it's like okay, you first, because you
not even. They don't care.
Oh,
they
no.
they don't discriminate.
they don't discriminate. Everything dies.
Yeah, everything must die. So yeah, with Brian, it's not like I was sitting there going, "Oh, like Susie's hiding in the trees over there," or blah 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 blah. I was more like, "Don't forget you can do this," and make sure you're doing this, and because like again, your first time playing Jason.
Because there's still no like
There's
test
no
mode.
tutorial.
There's no test mode or
there's
like,
single
demo.
player and AIs coming out this summer.
So I think that's my
As
what
a
I'm
practice mode.
Yeah, there's
So
no
that's
practice
more of a
mode.
you can make
yeah.
a private thing. So like
That would be
the
what I'm
three of
interested
us
in.
could make a private thing and practice.
That's
Yeah.
what I'd be more interested in rather
Yeah.
than playing with randoms.
And again, the randoms are fun because everybody does things
A little bit
differently.
or people just to stand there.
But Brian, his first time as Jason, I think he had played like 3 games.
Yeah.
So he really it was, what do? So yeah, I was just trying to kind of feed him hints, not like Susie's sneaking through the barn. Make sure go
Yeah.
over here and place. So it was just like remember to place your traps if you have traps. Remember to do this. Remember to do that. Just kind of trying to work through it. But I think all of us survived that match. Like Brian just could not grab.
He whiffed everything.
Yeah. And then the one other match that we played that was kind of funny was in the lobby. The games actually start pretty quick once the lobby's full. So I
That's
think you
good.
get it says 2.5 minutes between matches,
Yeah.
but
Doesn't
that
feel
2.5
like it.
no. So we got into the lobby and I'm sitting there going okay, and then all of a sudden the game starts, And I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. Like, you know how, like, your stomach just kind of hits you sometimes? You're like, uh-oh. So I'm talking to Brian, and we started in the same part of the map, which was awesome. Like, we started in proximity to each other.
Cover me.
And I'm like, Brian. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I have to go number 2. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, but I'm not going to quit the game because that's a dick move. Like, I hate doing, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there was outhouses.
So
right
you
by
literally
us.
hid in the outhouse while you...
So I'm
in
like...
the real IRL outhouse.
So I looked at
It's real.
I said to Brian, I'm like, Brian, I'm hiding in there. If I die, I die. Like, don't worry about me. Save yourself. And
As
Brian's
a
like...
true Friday the 13th person.
And Brian's like, no, it's cool. Like, I'll hide, like, in the other outhouse. And I'm like, well, don't... Like, you know, do your thing.
Yeah.
It's all good. So I went to the bathroom. I came out, like, 5 minutes later. I was still alive. So I got back on, and I'm like, Brian, I can't believe I'm still alive. And he's like, I know, this outhouse thing is working. I'm like, you seriously stayed next to me? So he did. He had stayed in the outhouse next to me. Someone had called the cops.
All right. Well,
So-
I guess that's a good distraction.
We waited the timer out,
Yeah.
because the cops take 5 minutes to
Yeah.
show up. So we had 3 minutes left. So we waited the cops out. They showed up. Brian and I, like, slowly made our way to where the cops were. And Jason was there, as a good Jason player does.
Yeah.
And
Just wait.
so we got on the street, and I'm like, okay, like, let's sprint. One of us is making it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Brian made it, and Jason grabbed me. But I was just like, I can't believe I actually
You
managed
waited
to...
all this time just to...
Well, but I can't believe I actually hid in an outhouse,
Well, I think, though, like-
went to the bathroom, and I didn't get found.
Well, I think the big thing is, like, for Jason is, like, he could see when people were calling the cops. So, obviously, he's going to... That's probably
Well, but as
his
soon as
priority.
you... Like, you can't see when they're calling the cops.
Mhm.
You can see once the cops have been called.
Mm.
So he would go to that house and kill that person who's called the cops.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he would know where the phone is.
Hopefully.
He does. He gets the map.
Yeah. As Jason, you get the whole...
Jason, you get the whole shebang. The only thing you can't see on your map is where the people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon as the cops thing comes up, you can go and teleport to that side of the map. And
Yeah.
But the fact is, the more people stay together, the less fear you have. The less fear you have, the harder it is for Jason to sense you.
And same
So
thing
the
with
fact
light,
that
too.
Brian stayed with me,
Helped.
in that
You have less
outhouse,
fear because someone else is with you.
even though he was in the outhouse next to me, we had a light shining down on us, and the two of us were hiding. So if Jason would have pressed sense, he has a very small chance of actually seeing us.
Yeah.
So
and it's
he,
just
he
like,
probably even walked past you guys.
he might have at one point. So it's just like the fact that Brian stayed with me next to an outhouse. Now I wouldn't play that way every game because that's boring. But
Yeah.
Whatever gets you the win.
It's true.
and you get
Yeah.
a bunch of XP even for dying. Like the longer you survive, you get XP.
Time survived.
If you hit Jason with like any kind of weapon, you get XP. If you manage to put gas in the car, you get XP. If you stay until the end of the game, like the end of the match, even if you died within a minute
Yeah.
and you stuck around for the other
To watch everyone.
Other 6 players.
players to die, you get 500 XP.
When you die, do
Yeah.
you watch Jason or do you watch the other counselors?
You watch the other counts, so you get 3 views. Your dead body.
Nah, it's boring.
Sweet.
You can.
Well, the dead body, because if another counselor sees a dead body, it raises the fear.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're going to
you're
wait
not gonna-
around for someone to just see your dead body?
So the camera just focuses on your.
Oh,
you can't even
that's
rotate it. You're just like
Oh, well, that's
staring
not-
at your massacred corpse.
Can you talk to people when you're dead?
No.
Unless you're on Discord.
Just
Unless
checking.
you're on Discord.
Just checking.
Esports. Esports.
The next one, so you hit on the computer, you hit spacebar, and you can go to counselor view. So you keep clicking through, and you can watch all the counselors.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can watch like a guy like running in terror. And that one you can move the camera around, so you can actually get that cinematic. Like you get Chad,
Where
the
is
guy
he?
with the face, like because his fear level, his constitution's super small, so he gets scared really quickly. So he has that fear face on, like.
Such dorky,
So you-
like bad face. Have you seen this face?
No.
Chad.
Oh, it's bad. It's so bad. I think the weird thing is that the mouths don't move too. Hey,
They do.
I thought the mouths don't move when they talk.
There was a glitch too. Okay.
That's not the actual.
Yeah, that's the one.
that's the one.
I think it's. I think some of them are even worse. Like
I'd have to rewatch these movies to know who these counselors are.
You're not supposed to really know the counselors. But there's the nerd, there's the goth, there's the, like, the punk chick,
Yeah.
the nerd chick. The nerd chick's my favorite. She's really good at like the stealth stuff, and I figured out now like running is not the trick to this game. Sneaking is.
They run for
it makes noise.
Swamp verse.
But here's the thing, so you can get the jock.
Yeah.
And he
Good
does.
runner.
He has a ton of stamina, and he can run.
Yeah.
And it's a strategy, and it works because you can actually like hop through the windows and then hop through
Choose
another
your
window.
counselor?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
I almost preferred if they just randomized it.
you can. You can select random counselor,
Yeah.
but you have to set up all your counselors with the perks and everything.
yeah. So you need to.
That's fine.
So yeah, like
And you
if
can
you're-
unlock more counselors too.
the higher level you go, the more counselors you get.
Yeah.
But you just have to, if you're choosing random, just make sure all of your counselors are set up with their perks.
The best ones for your playstyle, anyways.
And depending on that counselor's playstyle,
Yeah.
like I have a perk that starts me off with a baseball bat, is completely useless for Bookworm Chick because her strength is 3 out of 10.
That'd be more the jock.
Jock would be good with that one. Kenny, who's one of the counselors, is 5 out of 10 for every stat.
It's Kevin Bacon character.
Okay.
He's your general, like he's not horrible at everything,
But he has no outstanding.
but he's not.
features.
It's not like he's the guy that's gonna outrun everybody. He's average Joe.
He's a good starter.
And actually, and he really is. He was the guy I played before I unlocked the Bookworm Chick, and all of a sudden the Bookworm Chick can repair stuff fast and can hide, and you're just like, okay. So either way, and then Brian and I on one map, we were trying to get the boat going, and we found a propeller. And this is where the voice chat really kind of comes in. It's pretty funny is, like, we hide under a bed. Because Jason, all of a sudden, you get the VHS
Static.
crackle static. And we're like, oh no, we're in this house.
I'd just be
And all of a sudden the
stabbing
lights
them
go out because he breaks the breaker box outside. And you're going like, oh no. So we hid under beds.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you can't see much under the bed, especially with the lights off. But all of a sudden, I'm facing the door, and you can see the door break after we had barricaded it. He had worked his way through the door.
He can sense you're in the building too.
So the building lights up because now we're scared because the lights are
Yeah.
off. So yes, he knows someone's in the building, but he doesn't know where you are in the building. So that's the next trick. And so he breaks down the door and he's like, "Anybody home?" And you're just under the bed like, "No." And so he walked to all the beds and started stabbing them one by one on the way over.
That's
to
what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
too.
Right?
That's about
so,
right.
And then you're sitting there and it's Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And so Brian and I died, and every time Brian dies, he like hits the button and starts like agonized pain sound sort of thing, right? But it just adds to it. So it's one of those games where the people complaining that Jason's overpowered are morons, and the people complaining that they're dying a lot are morons.
I think
Like-
I think the complaints I hear more is that I want to play as more Jason. Why can't I play more Jason?
Because there's only one
There's
Jason.
only
and
one
it
Jason.
I know.
sounds like it's-
I know.
See, this is what I was talking about even before we went on. People just like to complain about
Yeah,
things.
and it is. It really is. So it's that complaint, whatever.
I get like the percentages are really not in your favor if you
Well,
want.
they aren't because it's a game of 8 people,
Yeah.
and only one of you gets to be Jason.
Remember Evolve?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that game tried this one person gets to be the giant monster too. Except that game tanked.
Yeah.
Real
no, this
hard.
game. So I'm
We'll see.
impressed so
We'll see what
far.
the future is for this game.
And the DLC stuff, like that, everybody's like, no one knows yet because obviously they finally
Jason.
got the game
Maybe
working.
can you play as his mother?
Well, his mother's, her
Yeah.
head's in the game.
Yeah.
It's,
Yes, but the first movie is
Yes.
her.
Her.
Can you play as her?
No, not yet.
That's a DLC.
She'll have wildly different powers.
You could.
But yeah, and all
She
the
seemed to have the same strength as him for some reason in the movie.
but all the Jasons definitely have different stats, different abilities. So
But
some can.
if you're already doing that, then she would be just a different
A skin, a
killer.
reskin.
Yeah.
They could just reskin her.
But one Jason can run.
I want that one.
But then he loses some other stats, so like maybe his teleport takes longer to recharge. So there's checks and balances to everything, and it's really cool to see. So yeah, that's a good game. I got Disgaea 5 for my Switch, which is a JRPG of strategy.
Top-down, advanced warsy, isometric.
It's more what is it? Final Fantasy Tactics.
I was gonna say more Fire Emblem too.
Yeah.
A little bit of like Fire Emblem
Yeah.
in there too. But Disgaea it's a weird JRPG. You either love it, or you just.
So I was reading all the stuff, and they're like, it's a zany, like definitely Japanese game.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I know. I've played a little bit of it before.
and the one guy's like, it is a giant time sink. Like you can start playing, and like you'll find a play style that's working, and then you'll adjust it and have to grind through all this stuff again. And I'm like, that's okay. I haven't actually played a game like that in a while. It'll be nice to just kind of have something that I can grind through when I'm dead as a counselor or something like that. Because Friday the 13th, once you're dead,
other than waiting for John to be Tommy Jarvis, like,
and only one person gets to be, so usually the first person to die ends up being Tommy.
Oh, I thought that was super random. Oh, I guess if you're the first to die and you're the only person dead, then there's only one choice to be Tommy Jarvis. Yeah. Okay.
Then the only viable complaint that I understand in Friday the 13th is they just spawn you. So all of a sudden you're dead and you're watching cameras, and all of a sudden there's a cutscene and you're Tommy.
Oh, I thought it was called in.
You have to call.
You have to call.
So someone calls.
Yeah, they'll call the hunter in or whatever.
Yeah, so someone's on the CV radio like, "Oh my god, you have to like bring a gun." Like that's what your person says. But so that's activated. So it's like Tommy's been called. If you're all still alive, it's not like one of you becomes Tommy. Someone has to be dead or escape to become him. But then someone dies.
They're automatically. And
then all of a sudden you're like watching the cameras, and all of a sudden there's a cutscene and you're Tommy.
Oh.
So the problem is some people die and go, "I'm dead." So they go to the bathroom. Yeah. They go to grab some chips. So all of a sudden Tommy gets called to this so we all get the notification like Tommy's arrived on scene.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
And Tommy's like,
uh-oh.
Because Tommy's getting
AFK.
chips or he's
AFK.
he's on the toilet.
He's AFK.
Yeah. So that's why everybody's like, I wish something would pop up going like, "Do you want to be Tommy Jarvis? You have 30 seconds to yes, no." And if you don't respond, clearly no.
There's no one answering on the radio.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go to the next player who may respond.
Yeah.
So just to avoid that person who, rightfully so, dies. Goes, "Okay, I have 10 minutes.
I was the first to go. I
have 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the one, and that is the part of the game. That's why they give you so
easily
much
patched in. That's easily patched in.
And that's kind of the piece where everybody's like, that's the only one I agree on, just because, you die and you go, "Oh, I have time to do something now."
And you can't.
I'm not going to sit.
Indicator if you.
No.
Do anything.
Yeah. So, either way.
But Disgaea 5.
Disgaea 5. Complicated game right now.
It's one of those learning curves.
Yeah.
Once you understand how it works,
yes,
it'll you're in.
Yes.
I remember those tactical RPG games where the learning curve is so incredibly high.
Well, and this one is nuts because there's monsters in the game that can become weapons.
You have a lot of different not factors, but a lot of different mechanics in the game too.
There's team combos, there's regular combos.
Positioning is huge.
Positioning's huge. The monsters can transform into weapons, or like there's these there's called prinnies, they're penguins.
Yeah, they just die.
Well, but so here's the thing, like in the game, to move people forward, you can either move, or if you need to get them that extra inch, you can actually have one player pick them up and use their move to throw them. Mm-hmm. So if all my guys are at full health, my healer can pick a guy up and throw them. Well, if you pick a penguin or a prinny up and you throw them, as soon as they land, they explode. Yeah. And it uses up all their health, and you have to go back to the healer after and revive them.
Yep.
But it can do a ton of area damage.
Yep.
Or you can have the prinny become a sword.
So the story thing in Disgaea is that these prinnies are basically cannon fodder.
Yes.
That's all they are.
Yeah.
There's the joke end of the Disgaea storyline lore. It's like, oh, let's just get a prinny to do it, and then the prinny's like, no, no, what are you doing, dude?
What are you doing, dude? That's all I said, dude.
It's DOD. It's not just. They are such a joke, but like a good joke that I remember.
But yeah, the comedy's good.
Yeah, it's well written.
The writing's done well. There's voice acting in this game. Like it's solid, and the version on the Switch is the complete version.
So if you want to play this, you can play it on the PS4.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. It's a tough game to recommend, but if you enjoy it, then
it's a very tough game to recommend. And if you're into the tactic type games and weird Japanese type stuff,
honestly, I'm just waiting for Advance Wars again.
I know.
Can we just call it Switch Wars and make it Switch Wars?
Switch Wars.
Yes.
Other than that, I'm on season 6 of Community.
You haven't watched it?
No, I have.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
On my rewatching.
Stop. And a movie.
That's it.
Yay. Cool.
Yeah, mostly Friday the 13th. Dying over and over and over.
Sounds fun.
I remember there was a Prinny game on the PSP that was really, really funny. It was called like Prinny 100 or something like that. And it was literally you played as the Prinnies, and you had 100 lives. And it's a side-scroller adventure game like Mario. But after you were done all your 100 lives, the game was over. You had to start from the
very
beginning again. And it was just the funniest game ever, because it's like, I don't want to die, but I don't mind dying. But if I lose more, for this game, and it was just a really cheap PSP game that I bought back in the day. But those printings were the best part of Disgaea in my mind.
Oh, there's nothing better than Friday the 13th when people get in the car, and you're the guy who can't get in the car.
Can you jump on top of the car? Damn.
No, they started driving, and I was
were you the last one?
So there's 3 of them in the 4-seater car, and I'm like running towards the car, and Jason's there, and I'm like, just drive. So they started trying to drive, and Jason shifted in front of the car.
Yeah.
So the guy stopped and started backing up, and I'm like, now's my chance. And I'm like running alongside the car. Brian's in the back seat. I'm trying to like get in.
Can Jason like pull the person out of the driver's seat?
No, what Jason does is he. So then
Stands
after
in
that,
front of it and lets it hit him.
No, so after that one, they started pulling back, and the guy ran out of room because there was no road that way.
Yeah.
And Jason teleported in front of the car again and just.
Oh, I guess he can destroy the car. Yeah.
And all 4 of you are screwed.
I wasn't in the car. They drove off without me. So I was standing there watching Jason from behind smash a car, and I'm like,
oh, glad I'm not part of that.
I'm out.
Nick out.
if I could have done something to help them escape, totally. Because again, it's not like escaping gets you a lot more XP. Staying in the game is what gets you XP. So cooperating and trying to help out. So if I had a decent weapon where I could have run up behind Jason and like smacked him to let the car escape, I would have.
I feel like that would have given you actually more. Should have get more XP for like sacrifice or whatever.
No, because the game doesn't know you're sacrificing yourself.
Yeah. I'm
just being aggressive.
The only part of the game that actually kind of is faulty is team killing, but they don't know the difference. So, like, if you have a shotgun...
Counselors can kill each other?
Uh-huh.
So you lose XP for that.
Oh.
Like, in that game, in that match. But the problem is like, one guy will take a shotgun, because you can find a regular shotgun.
Yeah.
They'll pick it up, and Jason's, like, coming through a door, and a guy, like, aims up, and then another counselor, because this is why talking's important, another counselor runs up with, like, a machete, and runs in front of Jason as the guy...
Boom. Yep.
And all of a sudden, that counselor...
Oops. And then you have no
And
bullets.
then now you've lost your one shot.
Yeah.
And you've lost XP for killing an idiot who ran in front of... But again, it's not like the game goes... The guy was aiming, and... Like, there's not those kind of algorithms.
Maybe they'll...
There's no way that they could possibly know. Because then someone would find a way to cheat around it and kill all the counselors.
Hence the counselors helping Jason.
Yeah, well, so this one's more of a... Yeah.
Cool.
So, yes, Friday the 13th. Go get it.
I'm waiting.
On PC.
I will get it soon. Just Tekken and ARMS.
Let's segue kind of into that then. Yes. Dying.
Dying?
Yeah.
You died?
You played Diablo 3.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, dying lots.
Yeah, well...
Hardcore mode?
Uh-huh.
No.
How do you...
I was fine.
Is hardcore mode the one where, like, you get one life? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was fine until my brother was like, hey, I'm playing hardcore mode too. Let's team up.
Oh, no. Was his difficulty level set higher?
It was my game, so
okay.
No. But I was level 16 with my witch doctor.
Yeah.
Let's start getting good stuff. It's I'm waiting for 19 so I can get my gargantuan. I died because things were incredibly difficult for me to kill.
Yeah, 2 people in the... Yeah.
It ramps up.
I know, like, I shoot something and it's... and it's like, I can't do this. But there's my brother just, as a wizard, just going to town on everyone, and as soon as something hit me, I was like, I'm dead.
Oh.
And he laughed.
All your stats.
All that gone.
All your items and everything.
So I tried reloading the character.
You can't, though.
Well, no, that reloading. We trying to get the same type of character.
Oh.
And just going through it, and... Yeah, I was doing sitting back while my brother was hitting. All of a sudden, a little quill thing would pop out and attack me, and I'm like, I'm dead again.
Yeah, Brian and I tried that
twice,
too. You pretty much have to level together to...
That's what he was at least 6 levels higher than me.
Yeah.
So
it's tough.
It was like, So I had to restart my hardcore character again.
Oh, man.
That was a pain, because the Witch Doctor sucks at first. Until you start getting the little minions that you have running around with you. I only had the dogs, and those were barely doing anything.
Fire bats!
I had fire bats, but they were doing nothing.
Fire bats!
It was just disheartening.
Yeah.
I did so much. Well, not so much. I was only level 16. But you did all that, and then I had to restart. again.
Well, yeah, you have armor that you want. Yeah.
I didn't realize my brother actually told me that my gold carries over between characters.
Yes, it does.
So I have like $1 million.
Yeah, you have money, and your resources that you use to craft stuff carry over.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, then you're not completely hooped then.
Not completely, but it still sucks starting over again. So now I'm refusing to play with him on hardcore. If we're playing together, we're playing with our regular characters, and we're kind of at the same point. Now I'm playing as a Crusader, not on hardcore, just regular stuff, which is super fun.
Yeah, Crusaders I haven't played yet. I've played like that much.
Well, I'm doing the level 70 thing.
Yeah.
I think I have a system where I'm just going to go do all the Act 1 stuff with all the characters and then move through that way.
You better platinum fast before the Necromancer comes out.
Yeah.
That's not going to change my platinum. That's going to be a DLC. It's not going to change my platinum.
All right.
Because
It's not
when the
gonna
game
change the
came out,
DLC,
it's only
yeah.
the 6 characters. It can't just add randomly. Hey, 7.
Challenge accepted.
You lose your platinum. Yeah, that was fun.
Fun. Hashtag fun.
Hashtag fun.
I played another episode of season 2 of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not doing.
I ran into an old character from the first season.
Did they remember you?
I didn't even remember them.
I remembered him.
I didn't. It was Kenny, right?
Yeah, it's Kenny.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't
I
have
my
to Google
save.
that.
I didn't have my save stuff
Transfer
over, so he's like, "Oh yeah, things are cool." I'm like,
I
I don't remember how I ended with you in season 1, so I don't know if this is true or not.
Yeah, I had to when that character popped up. That's around the time I stopped playing season 2 as well. Because I was like, I don't remember Kenny, and then I googled up what
He was at the inn or whatever in the first one.
Well, no, he's the one that
had
follows
the one
you.
that had the kid die in the
And he follows you
first
through the
season.
entire season
Oh,
1.
Kenny.
And then I can't remember how
right.
how you
Yeah,
separate from him.
Mine
Yeah,
was
that was my like.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're alive. I'm like, how? What? Where did you go?
He
Right.
was mad at me.
And that was my thing. Is like when after I googled up who he
mad at me
was.
too.
After I googled up who he was, I was like, oh, that guy. Oh, I did some dick moves to him.
Yeah, Kenny got bad around the end, and it was like, Kenny, stop being like, no. And then, the kid, his kid, yeah.
Kid and wife.
Mm-hmm. And the wife, the family, basically.
Yeah.
So I was like, how is he still in one piece?
So yeah, I played that. No, I'm slowly making my way through that too.
I will admit,
This was a tough week to do anything.
I will admit though, like that moment meeting up with Kenny is like, oh, thank God, like a welcome face, because it's at that point it's like all new to what's her name again?
Clementine.
Clementine. So she's still like
She's
teenagers, but it's still like everyone's still new to her. So seeing Kenny was probably a really good.
I mean, if you
move.
played consecutively from season 1 to season 2,
it
you're
pays
like,
off.
oh, sweet.
It pays off a lot. It pays off a lot.
It's been years.
Yes, my Walking Dead save is on PS3, and
that was my thing.
It's gathering dust right now. So, like, do I find it on PC where I know I will always have the save file?
No.
Like, I just don't think
at this point in time.
I don't even know if I want to play through season 1 again. It was great, but I don't think I want to play through it again.
Yeah. So that's it for me for gaming, really.
Yeah.
TV, I powered through. It's super easy to do Archer. I'm up to what they have on Netflix, which is
season 5. Archer. No,
season 6. No, 7.
Oh yeah, no the
La La Land or whatever.
They have Dreamland on Netflix.
The one before that.
Oh, Archer. The
Vice.
Not Vice.
Not
the
Vice.
The private detective.
Yeah,
one.
PI one.
Yeah,
I can't remember. There was. I don't think there was a subtitle to that one though.
Yes, I thought it was La La Land.
No, La La Land. A is the movie.
No.
B, I think you're confusing it with Dreamland, which is the one that just ended on air.
Wow. I went through that. That was
But it's
super easy.
Yes, it is very easy. The ending, I don't know how I feel about it.
I think I've seen that ending somewhere before, so it was like, oh, okay, yeah.
It was a weird ending.
Yeah.
But like having the knowledge that after like this upcoming season, the next season being at the last one, made that cliffhanger much easier to swallow. It's like, oh, okay.
So season 9 is the last one for
Yes, officially season 9 after Dreamland.
Yeah.
Because Dreamland is in his coma.
What's her face? The glue eating.
Oh, Cheryl.
She's just
She's the best in that show. Her and Pam are the only reasons
know.
why I consistently watch that show. It's like those two are just the worst and the best.
I love that everyone keeps saying these random things about Krieger, and he's like, no.
That's Krieger, though. That's like...
Yeah, but they're
What'd you hear?
randomly, they're randomly stating these things, and it's like, no, what are you talking about?
Or it's like he'll shove something in his pocket. It's like, what did you shove in your pocket?
Nothing. Are you working on clones again? No. Why would I? What? He's like,
get rid of your...
Who told you?
Yeah.
The second last one where I watched where he's walking around as one of the cyborgs is walking around as a milkman.
Yeah.
Get rid of your human breast milk. It's not human. That's gross.
Or anytime he gets like an odd erection, it's like, I am so happy right now.
Yeah.
They started to add the sound to that.
Yeah. Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yes.
Veronica
the
Dean.
The writing on that show is so smart.
With Veronica Dean every time Archer sees her. Yeah, and then I watched only one more episode of Iron Fist.
Oh,
I am slowly.
What episode number is this?
He just fought the 3 people consecutively. ...
Blink, blink, blink.
Well, there was there were the
Like
2
some
guys
people-
that were saying there were 2. One, they were like.
I'm trying to think
twins.
this scene. I don't.
They weren't twins. They didn't look like twins.
Huh?
They cut themselves and then walked in a circle and said, "You step outside this circle, you lose."
Oh, you're on the trials thing.
Yeah,
The trials.
That's okay. That was okay. That bit was.
The fighting scenes are actually not.
Yes.
No,
They were really good.
That was good.
Yeah, that whole trial sequence.
The
was
little
pretty
spider
decent.
one I could have done without.
Yep.
The spider.
That's what I mean. You get something good, and then you get something.
The twin or the 2
Yeah.
guys fight was great.
Yeah.
That's
Then
what I
you
mean.
go
You
into
get
the
something
spider one,
good,
it's like.
and then you get that, and you're going.
With the Spider Woman one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Spider Woman. No.
Yeah.
The Venom lady.
Yeah.
But that, like I'm sitting there going like, because you're right on that one. You're kind of going, and that fight scene could have been really cool with the like her keep continually putting darts
Yeah.
into him and all that kind of stuff.
But she
and just-
was, but he was.
Iron fisting.
I don't know. They're making him out to be such a rookie.
And that was my biggest
Like,
problem with that
I think
show.
the comic book, like Iron Fist, I don't know much about him, but you think he's calm,
And you
all
know
that, and this guy isn't.
And especially coming,
He looks like he's got like PTSD or something like that.
which I kind of understand that
Like,
piece, but
yeah.
the fact that he's been training and has become, he punched a dragon in the heart,
Which
and then
they're
he
not
comes-
quite clear about that. They never say that.
and then he comes back to the real world and he can't fight anymore, and you're like, you
Not
should
that he
be
can't
owning.
fight. He's so disjointed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he's all over the place emotional wise when he's
Everything's
supposed to be
triggering him.
calm.
When he is supposed to be.
Maybe,
the
but he's the character development.
Which apparently in Defenders they've already said he's going to mature a lot.
But that would be more Iron Fist that I'm expecting as a
Yes.
calm guy who can get like hit and everything and still be
And I'm okay with that.
bad, but just
My piece is he goes to
don't
fight.
have them say something about his parents and then he just what?
Yeah.
Or is
My biggest piece is in that show he can fight like security guards and have a hard time.
I didn't have a hard time with the
With
initial
the-
security
oh
guards.
no, not the initial ones. The initial ones, that was a good fight scene.
Yeah.
It's later on where all of a sudden he's fighting people who really shouldn't be a problem for him, and they are a problem for
And
him. And especially because it's like he has a problem later on.
He has a problem getting it up.
Yeah. But essentially it's like you shouldn't... You're still a kung fu
without-
master.
without-
Which I
that,
could
you
see.
should-
Which I could see coming how that episode ended.
Yes.
I could see how he would.
Have a hard time.
He's
yeah.
thrown off by everything now.
Right. But that's... You're kind of sitting there going like, at the same time, you're still a kung fu master.
I think there was a
That's
lot.
why.
Of,
That's why I said he's.
I think
it
there's a
seems
lot
like
of
he's
personal
just-
issues too that he has
You
to
should
deal
still...
with.
But he should still be able to fight.
But he's
and there's
new to
scenes
it.
where... What, fighting?
Because he's been out of
You think about
society
it,
for so
he's
long.
still an 11-year-old in mind.
And I get that he's been out of society, but he's been an
and
11-year-old.
he hasn't had to deal with the personal past.
And
Well, on
those
top of that-
parts I get, but he should still be able to fight. And that's my problem, because he's been training to fight. And
Hopefully,
the story was to get back to America. He was fighting along the way
yeah.
to get... He can clearly fight, and then there's scenes where he just has trouble with the fighting. And when it's against other, like, martial arts people, I'm fine. Because, yes,
Yeah.
he should have...
Yeah.
It
Some
sh-
difficult. It can't just be super easy.
But when all of a sudden he, like, gets punched by a dude in a one guard.
Yeah.
And he gets thrown to the ground. You're going.
That's where it very it wildly differs, because you see in Luke Cage he gets punched.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's breaking their fist.
Yeah.
From a punch.
Yeah.
But Danny Rand should only have problems against the Spider Lady or the twin, like those.
And then the third fight I thought was good too. The guy with the weapons.
Yep.
Was that your Drunken Master?
No.
Okay.
I was like,
ooh, that was actually a really good fight too.
I like that.
That was a good fight too.
Because the drunken, you said the Drunken Master, and then the guy at the start to introduce that villain or whatever.
Yeah.
He's in a bar singing. I'm like, ooh, there's my Drunken Master.
No, your Drunken Master is legitimately a dude on a street drinking out of a bottle, and then
it's
very randomly start fighting.
He does.
Not randomly.
Not
fighting,
randomly,
but there's a purpose for him in there.
Yeah, but he does.
It's very clear Jackie Chan Drunken Master.
Very Drunken Master style.
Which I'm anticipating.
Oh yeah, that's very
scene.
much. I'd watch that scene just again.
And then I mean, I don't know. Madame Gao used to be a Iron Fist or something.
No.
Or she just has her own abilities.
She has her own thing. She's powerful.
I don't know if she's in the Defenders or not.
Oh, she survives. Good to know.
Well, I don't know.
They all survive.
It's a comic book. Unless you're Quicksilver.
But she's not really a comic character.
No, but like in a comic book thing.
And this Defenders universe, the Netflix universe, has done a good job of actually not
connecting,
killing.
Yeah, because they could
have
the first
because they could have killed.
But no, the first guy in Daredevil season 1, not the first guy. Sorry, one of the Kingpin's little lackeys, the old guy, the accountant. He's actually supposed to be.
Oh really?
A villain in the comics.
He is, but not.
But they're thinking that maybe it could be his son that turns into the villain.
But yeah, they haven't the Kingpin's still around, and
you haven't killed off the major.
You haven't killed off
because Punisher hasn't really.
I know, but still, the Punisher.
He hasn't let loose yet.
If he kills Kingpin, there's gonna I don't think Kingpin can.
No, they're not gonna kill Kingpin.
Yeah.
No, you're not gonna kill Kingpin or Elektra or the. Somehow I think that other guy's gonna come back.
But which guy?
The one that was set on fire in Daredevil season 1.
Oh, he's
and
back.
I came back in season 2, but
he's dead.
He's dead, but
that dude, Nabuzu or something.
Yeah.
Naboo. On planet Naboo.
I expect him.
Oh God, there's a weirdest crossover.
The hand characters always seem to come back.
Yes.
Me's to Jar Jar Binks. Me's to take out the Daredevil.
Punisher's like, got you. I did. You're welcome.
I stopped something.
You're welcome. You'll thank me.
You'll thank me later.
But yeah, I'm like Luke Cage. Well, and then Jessica Jones.
Yes, Jessica Jones
killed off hers.
Well,
I feel like Purple Man could find a way.
How?
Also, Purple Man's pretty low key too. Like he's not. They don't need him for anything.
Jessica Jones is low key.
Yes,
Purple Man's not. Purple Man can take on the Avengers if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's not really super low key.
He doesn't do it in the comics though.
I feel like Purple Man. They could find a way to bring him back.
I mean, Luke Cage is. What is he still alive? Just in jail, I think. Or no, he's in a coma.
Who?
The
villain.
Diamondback. Obviously.
Yeah,
Diamondback. Oh, he's in
he's in
prison.
A coma.
Yeah, he's prison or coma or whatever.
Yeah. Both. Why not both?
Cottonmouth died though, which is a shame because I thought Cottonmouth.
Oh my gosh, he was the greatest part of
that. His sister.
Yes, obviously.
She is a. I was reading up on.
Yeah.
It. She is a comic book villain.
Yeah.
Who has a lot of dealings with Iron Fist and Luke Cage.
Yeah, so we'll see. It's all... But yeah, like I say, Iron Fist, there are really good pieces, and they're really...
I can see, the way I'm watching it is he's a rookie at this. He's he may have just been the Iron Fist and then just thrown out there.
But the big piece at the end of it is that at the end of the series, he's no more the Iron Fist than he was at the start of the series.
And that was the biggest problem. But he's supposed to... The guys who were working on the Defenders... have already said, we have solved this problem.
Maybe that's the thing, they didn't know how.
And that's the showrunner's fault. And
Iron Fist developed him.
Iron Fist had the least amount of time to plan. They had the least amount of time to...
Which is weird. You would think that it would actually inversely have the most time, seeing as how they announced all 4 of these shows.
They announced them all, but then they moved up the timeline. Because Daredevil did so well... All of a sudden, it was like, okay, Daredevil did well.
We need another season.
So all of a sudden, Daredevil season 2 got greenlit. Well, and then Defenders had a definite date. So it was like,
I feel like though, like they
should have.
Like they should have had one giant powwow. I was like, how are we going to plan these 4 characters together, whether we got season 2 or not?
And that's where it would be great if Kevin Feige would like take over the TV realm too, because he's got that. Like he does have that vision. He does have that.
Yeah.
Let's plan this.
Yes, he's got.
Then do it.
Yes, he has the bigger scope of what's happening in the Marvel everything.
So,
also, happy belated birthday, apparently, Kevin Feige. His birthday was yesterday.
And Tom Holland.
They share the same birthday.
Yeah, Spider-Man's getting older.
21.
Yeah.
Thanks.
20, isn't it?
No,
it was
21. He turned 21.
19 when he was doing Civil War.
Oh well, now he's going to be just.
He's just
Tom
puberty.
Holland off the wagon, just.
He's too old.
Next.
No, he's just going to go on a giant like rager. I can drink everywhere now, just like.
I can join.
I'm Spider-Man.
Let's go, Iron Man.
He's the one that's drunk instead of. I would so watch that instead. It's Tony Stark. He's just like.
We didn't give Tony Stark enough drinking issues, so we're gonna give them to Peter Parker.
And it's the odd.
I'll show you my web.
And he's like in the iron splitter suit.
Down.
And
there's my webbing. Is he peeing on everybody?
Tony Stark. He's like. I can't.
So this is what I'm like.
Yeah. Come on,
I see.
kid. I know.
I see why Pepper left me now.
I know a meeting we can go to. Let's go.
I know, dude.
There's like an AA meeting for superheroes.
I know a guy. Punisher's right there.
Hello, my name's Falcon, and I'm a Falcon. Just has support groups for everybody.
That's all I've been doing.
Cool.
It's been a really rough week.
That's better than a meow week.
Meow meow beans.
Yeah, meow
I watched the Super Trooper video of that recently. With the meow.
License and registration meow. Do I jump around with a little like a little kitty?
Partners just sitting there, just laughing outside, just holding fingers.
Do I jump around, nibbly bibbly, going meow everywhere?
Great scene.
He's just like, come on, last one, come on, meow, meow. I can't wait for that sequel to actually be done.
Oh yeah,
it's been in development hell for so long.
Oh yeah. That's all.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching the post-credit show.
Thanks for being here with us.
Yeah.
You know where you can find more of our stuff?
www.barrelrollnews.com.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Good call.
He asked me a question. I responded with a question.
You can't. I
say things and I put question marks.
I'm Ron Burgundy. I'm Ron Burgundy. You can also check us out on YouTube. We've got all the back catalog of our content that we posted there.
Yeah,
everything from newscasts to playcasts to everything in between.
Yes, if you want to join us on any of our social medias, they're available on our website. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we are on Discord, we are on Reddit even, but I don't think that's on our Facebook. You have to find us on Reddit if you want to be part of that elite, or not Facebook.
It's r/BRNN. It's pretty easy.
It's not hard to find us anywhere. We're either Barrel Roll News or BrNN, so
yeah.
Remember, the R is always small.
It really doesn't make a difference.
Nope. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
The URLs don't make a difference.
No, they don't. Either way, check us out online everywhere. You can check us out on our Patreon, patreon.com/BrNN. See, look, it's right there.
Yeah, you can take a look at some of our stupid goals that you can contribute for.
Or suggest more.
Yes, we'll take suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Email, Twitter, YouTube, comment. We'll try. We'll answer anything.
Yeah, and if you guys want us to talk about something,
the answer's 42.
21.
16. If you guys wanted us to talk about something specific,
I don't know the numbers for Lost again. What were those numbers?
I don't know.
Throw it onto our Discord, throw it on our Twitter, throw it on our Facebook, email us if you want us to talk about something on our next show next week. That's totally cool. Either way, join us next week for more Barrel Roll News.
We'll catch you guys next week.
On the flip side.
Bye. No finger.